Imagine the rush of adrenaline, the roar of engines, the blur of colours as motorcycles whiz past at lightning speed. Welcome to the exhilarating world of motorcycle racing. This is a sport that is not for the faint of heart. It's a spectacle of speed and skill, where riders push their machines and themselves to the very edge. The thrill is incomparable, the excitement palpable, the roar of the engines, the smell of burning rubber, the taste of victory so close you can almost touch it. But it's not just about speed, it's about precision, daring, and the ever-present danger that adds an extra layer of adrenaline. It's a dance with danger, a thrilling ballet performed at breakneck speed. It's about defying the odds, pushing the boundaries and taking risks that few dare to take. The world of motorcycle racing, a place where adrenaline meets danger and where every race is an adventure. Motorcycle racing didn't just appear overnight. It has a rich history dating back to the late 19th century. The seeds of this thrilling sport were sown when the first gasoline-fueled motorcycles began to roar on the streets. It was the year 1885 when inventors Gottlieb Daimler and Wilhelm Maybach introduced the world to the first motorcycle. A contraption that was more bicycle than motor, but it was the spark that ignited the world of motorcycle racing. Within a few years, the idea of pitting man and machine against one another took root. The first recorded motorcycle race took place in Surrey, England, around the year 1897. It was a modest affair, more of a time trial than the high-speed, adrenaline-fueled races we see today. As the 20th century dawned, motorcycle racing began to take shape. Motorcycles became faster and more powerful, and races became more organized. The first Isle of Man tourist trophy race, now one of the most prestigious motorcycle races globally, kicked off in 1907, marking a significant milestone in the sport's history. Throughout the first half of the 20th century, motorcycle racing garnered a dedicated following. The roaring engines, the daring maneuvers, the thrilling speeds. It was a spectacle that captivated audiences. Motorcycle manufacturers saw racing as the perfect platform to showcase their machine's speed and reliability. The post-war era saw the birth of Grand Prix motorcycle racing, the premier class of motorcycle road racing events. This period also marked the rise of legendary racers like Mike Hailwood and Giacomo Agostini, names that resonate with racing enthusiasts even today. The latter half of the 20th century witnessed the sport's explosive growth. From the dirt tracks of America to the road circuits of Europe and Asia, motorcycle racing had truly become a global phenomenon. New racing categories were introduced, and the sport became more accessible to riders of all backgrounds. From its humble beginnings, motorcycle racing has evolved into a global phenomenon, captivating millions around the world. As with all things, change is inevitable, and motorcycle racing is no exception. Since its inception, motorcycle racing has undergone a fascinating transformation, driven by advancements in technology, modifications in rules, and a steady growth in popularity. In the early days, motorcycles were more of a novelty than a high-performance machine. They were simple, rugged, and built for endurance rather than speed. However, as technology progressed, so did the motorcycles. The first major technological leap was the introduction of the internal combustion engine. This not only increased the speed and power of the motorcycles, but also changed the face of the sport forever. As the machines became faster, the need for safety became more apparent. This led to changes in the rules of the sport. Helmets, once optional, became mandatory. Tracks were redesigned to include safety barriers and runoff areas. Even the rider's attire evolved with the advent of protective leather suits and boots. These changes were crucial in making the sport safer without compromising its thrill. While technology and rules were changing, so was the popularity of motorcycle racing. What started as a sport for the daring few quickly caught the imagination of the masses. The roaring engines, the high-speed chases, and the sheer spectacle of it all turned motorcycle racing into a global phenomenon. Today, it's not unusual to see thousands of spectators, young and old, cheering their favorite racers from the stands or through their screens at home. And let's not forget the racers themselves, from the pioneers who braved the primitive machines and dangerous tracks to today's athletes who push the limits of speed and endurance. They are the heart and soul of the sport. Their courage, skill and passion have played a fundamental role in shaping motorcycle racing into what it is today. Throughout its history, motorcycle racing has continuously evolved, adapting to new technologies and changing times, yet its heart remains the same, the thrill of speed. Motorcycle racing has given birth to some of the most iconic races in the world. Let's delve into the exhilarating world of these famous motorcycle races, where legends are born and records are broken. First, we have the Isle of Man TT, a race that has been etching its legacy on the rugged roads of Isle of Man since 1907. It's a race that's synonymous with sheer speed, endurance and bravery. The circuit, a mind-boggling 37¾ miles of public roads, pushes riders to their limits as they maneuver through the island's twists and turns at breathtaking speeds. The allure of the Isle of Man TT is its raw, unfiltered challenge, making it one of the most prestigious races in motorcycle history. Crossing the Atlantic, we find ourselves at Daytona 200, America's most historic motorcycle race. Since its inception in 1937, Daytona 200 has combined the thrill of high-speed racing with the charm of Florida's sun-soaked beaches. The race is renowned for its unpredictable nature, as riders battle the elements, their machines, and each other on the high banks of the Daytona International Speedway. The prestige of winning the Daytona 200 is something every racer dreams of. Finally, we move on to the grand stage of MotoGP, the pinnacle of motorcycle road racing. Born in 1949, MotoGP is the epitome of speed, technology, and rider skill. The championship takes riders around the globe, from the scenic hills of Mugello to the night-lit desert of Qatar. With the world's best riders, cutting-edge machinery, and fiercely competitive teams, MotoGP is the ultimate proving ground for the world's top motorcycle talents. These iconic races, each with their unique challenges and thrills, have shaped the world of motorcycle racing. They embody the spirit of competition, the pursuit of speed, and the unyielding human desire to push beyond limits. These iconic races reflect the global appeal and thrilling nature of motorcycle racing. Like any sport, motorcycle racing comes with its share of challenges. It's not just about straddling a machine and twisting a throttle. It's a complex, demanding, and sometimes treacherous pursuit that calls for both grit and finesse. The physical demands are extreme. Riders need strength, endurance, and agility to control these powerful machines at high speeds. Their bodies are in a constant state of tension, battling against the forces of acceleration, deceleration, and gravity. Every muscle, every nerve is on high alert, reacting in milliseconds to the changing dynamics of the race. It's like running a marathon while solving a high-speed puzzle. And then there's the mental challenge. Motorcycle racing is a chess game at 200 miles per hour. Riders must anticipate the moves of their rivals, plan their strategy, and make split-second decisions that can mean the difference between victory and defeat, or even life and death. It's a mental gauntlet that requires focus, precision, and a cool head under pressure. The risks are real and ever-present. Every time they hit the track, riders are flirting with danger, pushing the boundaries of their skills and their machines. They face the very real possibility of crashes, injuries, and even fatalities. But it's a risk they willingly accept, for the thrill, the passion, the sheer joy of racing. But perhaps the greatest challenge of all is the relentless pursuit of improvement. In a sport where fractions of a second can make all the difference, riders must continually strive to be better, faster, stronger. They must hone their skills, refine their strategies, and push their limits, always seeking that elusive edge that can put them ahead of the pack. Despite these challenges, the spirit of motorcycle racing remains unbroken, a testament to the tenacity and passion of its participants. It's a sport that demands everything from its athletes, but for those who dare to embrace its challenges, the rewards are immeasurable. Motorcycle racing, a sport that combines speed, thrill, and danger, continues to captivate audiences worldwide. From its humble beginnings, where daredevils on two wheels began to push the limits of speed and agility, this sport has undergone an exhilarating evolution. It's grown from a niche pastime to a global phenomenon, captivating fans with its heart-stopping races and larger-than-life personalities. Over the years, we've seen legendary races that have written themselves into the annals of sporting history. These races have not only showcased the sheer talent and courage of the riders, but also highlighted the immense challenges that come with this thrilling sport. From the physical demands to the mental fortitude required, motorcycle racing is not for the faint-hearted. But despite, or perhaps because of these challenges, the allure of motorcycle racing remains undiminished. As we continue to witness the evolution of this thrilling sport, one thing remains certain: the world of motorcycle racing will always keep our hearts racing.